The words you say are powerful. They are very powerful. When I was walking around saying, no one's listening to me. Why won't anyone listen to me? No one's listening to me. Well, no one was listening to me. The kids weren't listening to me. The animals weren't listening to me. And I wasn't. Most importantly is I was not listening to myself. I had all of these ideas and advice for other people, but I wasn't taking it for myself. I wasn't listening to me. So now I allow myself to be, I open myself up to be this conduit and receive information from myself to myself about creating myself. And so I get to create this new person. Like I said, I talked about this with myself before, but I was born onto this plane of existence. You're born, you forget who you are, and then you get programmed, and then at some point, hopefully, you begin to wake up, and the old program begins to fall away. And it can be a painful process when you resist and struggle against it, or it can be a beautiful flow with the river process. I've experienced both, like I'm sure so many people have. But I literally get to create myself. And so the words we use are powerful. The things we feel are powerful. If you let fear be your guide, then guess what's going to happen out there? Everything you fear. But when you come from this heart-centered place, when you let the heart pump into all of your entire vortex, all the energy centers of your body are getting this great heart. Your heart, when in the Bible it says, you know, God will give you the desires of your heart. And that can be confusing because you think desires, wants. Oh, I want a new couch. I want this. I want that. Well, your heart doesn't desire a new couch. Your heart doesn't desire these material things. These material things are okay. We live in the third dimension. I'm still here. This physical body is here in the third dimension. Would I like a new couch? Sure. But that's not my heart's desire. My heart desires this freedom and peace and love, and my heart desires to give this heart wisdom to my entire body so that when other people are attracted, their shadow is curious. We talk about that another day. The curious shadow, because the shadow is not evil. We'll talk about that. But the heart, start with the heart, okay? And heal it. Do what you need to do. Heal your heart. Begin to love yourself, and that will start to pump this beautiful green energy through your entire body, and then everything you do will be heart-centered. So the desires of your heart, your thoughts are in alignment. So the desires of your heart are all of a sudden your entire being. And so whatever it is you're desiring is from your heart, and so you give it to yourself. What does that mean? What does that mean? It just means, it simply means that when you're coming from this place of love, that what you desire is beautiful. What you desire, I desire to serve. The desires of my heart are to know myself, to practice knowing myself, and to master knowing myself. The evolution. The heart-centered the three gaps. Knowledge, practice, and mastery. Okay? So I heal my heart, I heal myself. I've got this beautiful heart energy flowing, and now the desires of my heart are materializing right here in front of my face. Quantum theory. You know, you plant the seed. 444 just saw it. So we'll talk more about, we're going to talk about how the imagination is everything. How shadow is curious of light and light is curious of shadow, and they work together. How space and time, how time is not linear. We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about tons of things. Talk about everything. And it's just, all this is a message to myself, from the future. The future is not what you think it is. Okay? It is what you think it is, but it isn't what you've been programmed to believe it is. Time is not linear the way you have been programmed to believe. So as we go about, you're going to see my evolutionary process. You're going to see me growing. You're going to see me embracing and tapping into my shadow. I'm excited about that because I'm going to let shadow do my hair and makeup and clothes. The weirder I get, the more I am myself. So if people are calling you a weirdo, yeah, love it. Embrace it. Be the weirdo. Be yourself. The more you are yourself, the more you, your brain will thank you. Your mind thanks you by giving you that IV of DMT. The more you are yourself, your mind thanks your heart, and your heart, your mind bows to the wisdom of your heart, and the wisdom of your heart flows through your entire body, and then all of the desires of your heart become, and you've just created yourself. You just recreated yourself. And that's what I'm working on now, and that's what I'm going to share with you. And so if it resonates with you, perfect. I am not a guru. I am not a teacher. I am not anything other than I am my own guru, and I'm sharing my journey because I have always I've always been like, I shouldn't use the word always, but why isn't there someone who looks like me who's like, can show me the way? Well, I'm the person who looks like me who can show me the way. And if you are looking and you get on YouTube and you see just a bunch of people who don't look like you, who haven't been through your type of life, trying to tell you things, that illusion of separation can still be very strong, and you won't receive the message. A seed will have been planted, but you might not receive the message right away. And so that's all that I'm doing with this, is I'm here to document my journey, my own journey. And if people come and it resonates, as people come, it's because they're attracted because something resonated, something that I said resonated, something that I did, something they saw resonated. And so here I am to share that with Tribe. And it's very exciting, and I'm excited for you to be part of the journey. I'm excited to be part of your journey, and I'll have to create some kind of catchphrase, stay weird, y'all, or just something. But the journey is here. We're on it. We're living it. We love it. Heal the heart. That's where we begin. Number 1, start with the heart. Start with the heart. Love you.